I uploaded this one Yuki combo that I did in a real match to shorts, which I almost f***ed up pretty badly. And for reference, it was based on this video I uploaded to the text forum on my Discord server. Don't ask how the M1 is red, that was completely on accident. Someone else also landed true M1 on getup. Just watch this video, bro. So anyway, I get a comment saying that the combo in question isn't true. Also disclaimer, if you do somehow find this guy, please do not harass him. I do not want to start a witch hunt. Yeah, the second half isn't true because I f***ed up. And also the uppercut, which the dummy can or can't block for some reason, but I know for a fact that it can be completely true, given enough precision. So after like a good 10 to 15 minutes getting the perfect combo, including the perfect front dash on getup and normal mass breaker on getup, I landed this beautiful combo. The combo is broken down mainly into two parts, the first blind and whatever comes after the Garuda stab variant. To do the first part, you need to do a down slam into the long Garuda rebound and immediately use rising rage variant. If you are any slower, even by literal milliseconds, the dummy can block. After that, cancel rising rage with the Garuda rebound and catch them with Garuda stab variant as they are flying towards you. For the Garuda stab, turn around before you hit the second one so you are still above the enemy instead of getting knocked away. Believe it or not, this is the easiest part of the combo. After the Garuda stab, charge up your bar by a little bit, then use mass breaker. This part combines the mass breaker tech I talked about from a while back, only that you need to time it on getup since normal mass breaker doesn't hit ragdoll. Use it too early, and you either miss mass breaker or you don't have enough bar for the second blind. Use it too late, and they can probably counter. However, they can't block. So you can be a bit more lenient with the timing on this one if the enemy doesn't counter. Next, is the front dash on getup. Now unfortunately, I do not have the exact timing for you, so you literally just have to get a good feel for the timing. But just know these two things: if you hit it perfectly, it's a true combo. If you don't hit it perfectly, then hopefully you hit it just enough for you to hit them without them being able to block it, which makes it become an okizeme, or a mix-up. You can also side dash and M1 in place of front dashing so that it's safer, but it becomes more precise to hit the true version and you no longer have the extra mobility to pressure the opponent in the mix-up. You can either watch my getup theory video or this video on Yuki for more info. After that, you can do 3 M1s into another rising rage blind. I guess the real question is, why would you wanna hit this combo if it's so hard to land in the first place? There's obviously the big damage, but is that really worth it for a combo that's horrendously precise, needs all your moves including your R to be off cooldown, and potentially even punish you for incorrect execution? Well, there is one more benefit to landing this combo, if you think about it. It's got hype moments and aura. Anyway, I think it is important to discuss probably one of the most controversial parts of this combo, which is the front dash on getup. Let's set the stage. To put it very simply, there's a small bit of time that allows you to land a front dash that is completely true on getup. I myself have landed it multiple times while literally trying to get footage for the untrue version that gets hit stun invincibility, and a few times in a real match. If you hit it outside of that window but relatively still around the same time as they get up, they get hit stun invincibility. If you want to debate about it, first understand what you're arguing about. If the argument is the possibility or impossibility of it being true, then unfortunately I already have a few bits of evidence of it bypassing hit stun invincibility already. However, if the argument would instead rather discuss its feasibility, then I would probably agree with you on that it probably needs inhuman inputs and timing to pull off, and also agree on how difficult it is to pull it off in a real match. In other words, don't do it unless you're me or someone even more unhuman than I am. Anyway, if it wasn't obvious already, we have established that the combo can be completely true. But with
OBJECTION!
Oh my god, not again.
This combo is so green. Even if you manage to land the front dash on getup, it's practically rare for the enemy to be stunned by ping differences, and you can just side dash on getup real mad.
OBJECTION!
Bro, you literally have the same argument as the guy featured in the short.
OBJECTION!
Try it on a real player, and see if they move block dash or punch. That means the combo is untrue, you fool.
What the fuck? There's proof literally in the same short you're commenting on.
OBJECTION!
Are you special?
Yes or no?
If you watch closely on your own video BTW to the Walter White cosplayer, when you hit him on getup he moved and ignored your front dash. That means your combo is untrue. You need special needs.
OBJECTION!
So you want to question specifically the combo I landed on Walter White. For context, Walter White over here is nearly an 8K at the time that I landed it. And for reference, these are what I found to be the most common reaction is to getting front dashed on getup that isn't true like you said.
Oh, but that's just one reference. Oh, but that's still not enough, Pepper.
You mean to tell me out of all the options Walter White could have done, fucking block, M1, even at least try to side dash, he just chose to fucking move backwards? An 8K? Going like oh ho ho, I'm under pressure right now, let me just moonwalk. Fine. Let's give you the benefit of the doubt and say that he just chose to moonwalk and he didn't have any hit stun. Even though that's like the most stupid fucking option out of literally anything else he can do if he actually didn't have hit stun.
But what about the first one? The first one that genuinely did not even move back? Didn't attack, didn't block, didn't even move until the hit stun timer for reference became green.
OBJECTION!
If one is wrong, then everything is wrong. I'm gonna say it again, ping differences can make a change to getup theory, and it's not practical to land at all. Plus, this mechanic defeats the purpose of getting immunity on getup at all. The man, Tizzy even said in general that he's gonna be patching this soon, and it's not intended.
OBJECTION!
Do you know how fucking stupid you sound? Let me break down your argument. If I am understanding your statement correctly, you basically said, if one case is invalid, all cases are invalid. In this scenario, it can be understood as since Walter White's case isn't true, then the reserve ball front dash case, despite obviously being true, also isn't true and they have its stun invincibility.
Do you know how ridiculous that is?
Let's use a much simpler to understand mechanic, using your same logic. Let's say in this case, I'm a bit too far off to hit this M1. therefore my M1 did no damage and no hit stun. But in this other case, I did hit my M1, and it did some damage, and has a bit of hit stun. With your logic, because this one case did no damage and no hit stun, therefore every M1 does not have damage and hit stun.
Do you recognize how f***ing stupid that sounds?
Oh, but that's a different scenario, yada yada yada, whatever excuse I pulled out of my...
Not really if your logic is the exact same as this.
Shout out to my computer developer fans by the way.
And to top it off, you mentioned that TZE said that he's gonna be patching this soon. Which implies that it can be read, and is meant to be patched. But if we ignore that it wasn't meant to be there, it's f***ing there. You are supporting my argument by implying that in the first place. Sit the f*** down and don't come back to this channel unless you
I think he meant to tell him to sleep 8 to 10 hours and drink 10 glasses of water per day.
As I was saying, with less precise timing and execution, it's only slightly green. This is especially true in the second half with Mass Breaker and the front dash, but it frame traps opponents without counters and you get rewarded for executing the mix-up properly even if they get hit stun invincibility. And mix-up good because psychological impact, pressure, and more damage. You are very welcome. I'm glad it was informative. I have one tip: if you're aiming to hit the okizeme, the earlier you are, the better your mix-ups will be, even if the front dash doesn't hit. What that means is that if you front dash them while they're still on the ground, you have a good chance of mixing up the enemy because you can somewhat act earlier than they can anyway. This also applies if you end your front dash earlier by trying to front dash their ragdoll. They'll try to hit or block you on get up and you can either hit them first or side dash behind them. If you hit it too late, then, well, that's on you. But if you really don't want to do the front dash on get up because of the risk, that is completely understandable. In that case, you can forego the second part entirely, or try a different approach. Guys, I know this part is green, it's kind of like a frame trap. I believe it has similar timing to M1's into rough energy, so they're gonna have a hard time dashing away. And also, before you comment, Mass Breaker variant is both unblockable and uncounterable, so yeah. The issue with this one is that it does a lot less damage, but it is a lot easier. I can kinda land the first part consistently, so this version should be a lot easier to land considering you no longer have to worry about both Mass Breaker and front dash on get up. If this is still too difficult for you, then may God help you.
What's your problem now? Are all your moves on cooldown?
Ignore that, pretend like it went off cooldown.
Stop it, please stop aura farming.
Okay, fine. Anyway, I don't really care if TZE patches the true version in the next few updates. In fact, I think that would be better for the game, especially if someone makes a macro or is somehow inhuman enough to land the true version perfectly every time. If he does, then that is very fair, and I'll just continue to hit the okizeme as much as I want. It's just that right now I know for a damn fact that there is a possibility of landing the true version, despite the higher chance to land the lenient version. If you think it's stupid, I'm not forcing you to do the combo. Let me have my own fun. Okay, so I have another funny story. So literally like every Todo I fight for some reason does everything I talked about in my Todo swap video. Including the swift kick poke. So that's pretty funny I guess. Anyways, now your video next and is coming in 4 more years.